Introducing the West Virginia University School of Dentistry Administration and distinguished guests. Introducing the West Virginia University School of Dentistry faculty, led by Coach Bob Wanker. You may be seated. Good afternoon and welcome. What a crowd. We're honored to host you all for this afternoon's ceremony. Today, we come together to celebrate a pivotal moment in the lives of our dental and dental hygiene students and recognize the collective support you, their families and loved ones, and you, their faculty, have provided. To kick off today's events, it is my pleasure to introduce retired U.S. Navy Rear Admiral, your Dean, our Dean, Dr. Stephen Pasciuta.
Thank you, Valerie. It is indeed an honor to be a part of today's ceremony. I'd like to welcome our classes of 2027 Dental Hygiene and 2027 Dental School, DDS, to your white coat ceremony. I also want to extend a very warm welcome to your family and to your friends, and thank them for being a part of today's journey, because we all know that to get where you all are seated, there's a strong family and friendship network behind you to get you there. I also want to welcome our faculty and our staff who have also joined us today. Thank you for taking time from your very busy schedules to be a part of today's ceremony. I also want to thank Dr. Prine and Jetta Peterkin and Martha Sturms for all of their behind-the-scenes hard work. It takes an awful lot of work, as you can imagine, to pull off today's ceremony. So thank you to the team that made today possible. We also want to send a very special thank you to our many alumni and friends of the School of Dentistry for their extremely generous support of today's ceremony. Many contributed to the purchase of your white coats for today. A few of you may recall that in 2015, and while still in the Navy, I was reintroduced to our School of Dentistry through this very ceremony. Interestingly, I ran into Coach Wanker at an ADA meeting, and we all know Bob, right? We were in the midst of reconnecting and talking about what he was doing, talking about what I was doing, and he wasted no time in inviting me back to offer remarks at the white coat ceremony for the class of 2017. We all know it's hard to tell Bob no. So that was my first reintroduction, if you will, to our School of Dentistry. I only had one question. Now, what exactly is a white coat ceremony all about? Sadly, I had not heard of the symbolism. Unfortunately, I didn't have a white coat for the ceremony, but like Tom Cruise, this sailor could rock a Navy summer white uniform. So if I were to sum up the significance of today's ceremony, I would say that it centers on leadership, ethics, professionalism, clinical excellence, and service. It is about a commitment to compassionate, patient-centered care and patient-centered service. Your white coat ceremony is a very special day in your professional career. It is traditionally viewed as the start of your clinical practice. For most of you, your professional career began several years ago when you started your journey into dental school and dental hygiene school. You may recall that that day was celebrated by your professionalism ceremony. Today symbolizes your commitment to serve your patients in the clinical practice of our profession. Your pursuit of clinical excellence is at the very core of patient-centered care. And always remember that the quality of our caring must be equally important as the quality of care that we provide. I'm sure there was one, but I do not recall a formal course in ethics during my pre-doctoral studies here at West Virginia University. Nor do I recall if there was a course during my residency training at the Naval Postgraduate Dental School. Most of my formal ethics training centered on the ethics of service as a naval officer and as a member of the profession of arms, not with the ethics of healthcare. It wasn't until my tenure on the Board of Regents of the American College of Dentists in 2017 that I gained a real appreciation for ethics in dental education. It was also one of the driving forces for me to return to school and to formally study healthcare ethics and health policy. It was also during my tenure on the board that I met Dr. Dave Chambers, a nationally recognized leader in ethics, a nationally recognized author for ethics in our profession. With Dave in the lead, our board was fully engaged in developing an updated ethics report for our profession. For lack of a better description, we were updating the Geis report, originally published in 1926. It had been nearly 90 years since our profession formally looked at ethics in our profession again. The original Geis report laid the foundation for ethics and professionalism in dental education and in clinical practice. In sum, Dr. Chambers highlights growing and missed one. The result of the college's effort in ethics was the ethics report, The New Professionalism. It was published in 2020. Dr. Chambers immediately followed that report with a focused manuscript entitled The Nubs, bite-sized morsels of ethics for daily life. The Nubs contains about 100 vignettes on ethics for our profession. Of the 100, one was my favorite, and it was on moral courage. Why? Why did I focus in on that one? Not only because I think it was one of the more powerfully written Nubs, moral courage is generally considered one of the most difficult to own and to execute. Moral courage, simply put, is that gap between knowing what to do ethically and actually doing it. For some, ethics is a spectator sport, and folks simply hope that their team or their position will win. Getting in the game and actually making a difference to the outcome requires moral courage, especially in healthcare. In sum, Dr. Chambers highlights growing an ulcer over a wrong that you see, or turning it into an opportunity to gloat at your own ethical superiority, are both signs of failures in moral courage. Confronting wrongs is a skill that can only be learned through active participation. And thirdly, when broaching moral topics, make your words tender. You never know when you may have to eat them. So, to the class of 2027, and to all who serve our profession, I charge you to find the moral courage and to engage. When you do, you will make a difference in the lives of those entrusted to our care. It is not an option. It is now my distinct privilege to welcome and to introduce Dr. Nika Hetlinger as our keynote speaker for today. Nika is in private practice in Huntington, West Virginia, and currently serves as the president of the West Virginia Dental Association. She is a 2007 graduate of our School of Dentistry and is also a graduate of the West Liberty Dental Hygiene Program. Nika is passionate about our profession, organized dentistry, and service to her community. She has been involved in numerous state and regional leadership positions, dating all the way back to her first day of dental school. Please join me in welcoming our colleague and a great personal friend, Dr. Nika Hetlinger, to the podium. Thank you.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for such a kind introduction. It may sound very cliche, but I do feel like it's only been a moment since I was in your chairs. And so what a pleasure it is to speak with you today. Speaking of moments, every day we are surrounded by them. The dictionary gives us a few different ways to think about that word. Number one, a particular stage in someone's course of development. Number two, an opportunity, the appropriate time to do something. And number three, an exact point in time. Today, all three of those definitions are true for us in this room. So what makes this moment so special? Why do we gather here on a Friday afternoon to be in this space? We gather to honor this particular stage in your development, the moments you have invested in your educational pursuits. Over the last 2 years, your moments have been filled with exams, hours of studying, preclinical labs, simulations, and plenty of practice on each other. You've wrestled with questions like, is this really the mesial concavity of the maxillary first premolar? Does this posterior scalar adapt this way? And what is the setting time for this particular impression material? You've built a foundation in dentistry, didactic knowledge, preparation on models, and repetition until it has become muscle memory. It's been late nights, teamwork, and resilience. And because of that, you are ready for this next chapter, this next moment in your journey. Your instructors, faculty members, and the entire West Virginia School of Dentistry team have guided you to this point, and they will continue to walk beside you. Their mission has been clear: to prepare you for the phase that begins today, this moment. And by looking at you all and hearing their words, you seem to be ready. So well done, faculty. I would like to give you a moment to thank them as well. This ceremony represents more than just a transition. It represents an opportunity, a moment, an appropriate time to pause, reflect, and acknowledge this next phase of your training and development as a healthcare professional. Today, you will receive your white coat, a symbol that has carried meaning for healthcare professions for decades. At WVU, this moment also recognizes the distinct relationship between hygienists and dentists, working side by side for the oral health of our patients. Dentistry is stronger because of the collaboration, teamwork, and appreciation for each other. The white coat symbolizes not only knowledge, but commitment, your ethical responsibility to put patients first. You have chosen to invest in people, and in return, people will choose to trust you with their care. The next 2 years will give you the opportunity to expand your skills, gain confidence, and strengthen the fundamental foundation of this work. And your patients at the West Virginia School of Dentistry are an essential part of that journey. They come here to seek care, yes, but they also come here to help you have practice that you need to hone in on your skills and abilities. They know that the appointments will take longer. Their practice takes extra steps, and yet they still choose to be here with you. My first crown patient even chose to continue to visit me after I placed a handful of polyvinyl in his very large, rather bushy beard. It took him exactly 5 days to remove all of the hot pink material. However, he continued to come back, and the good and the bad will continue to be helpful and will make you reminisce of your moments here. And honor those moments. Talk with your patients. Explain procedures. Help ease some anxiety. See them not as just a case or a procedure, but as people. Those relationship skills will shape you in your professional career just as much as your technical skills. But today, in this exact point in time, I ask you to pause and look around the room. The people around this room have invested in you personally, financially, emotionally, spiritually. They have celebrated your successes, carried you through stress, shown up for you in countless ways. They could have been anywhere else today, but they chose to be here with you in this moment. I remember 20 years ago looking at my own parents as I received my white coat in this very room. Their faces beamed with pride. And in that moment, I realized that they were just as excited for me as I was for myself. That moment has stayed with me, and I promise today will stay with you as well. In my home, there is a sign that serves as a gentle challenge for my family. As a mom of 2 teenagers, it's the last thing that they see that my husband and I felt it was important for them to see when they leave the house. It says, "Go into the world and do well. But more importantly, go into the world and do good." So today, I will leave you with a modified version for this moment. Go into the clinic and do well. But more importantly, go into the clinic and do good. The profession that I love so dearly and the patients that you will serve will be better if you choose to do both. with the moments that you share with them. It's an honor for me to be here with you today. Thank you for allowing me to share in this moment with you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Nika, Dr. Hetlinger. It's an absolute pleasure to have you as an alum. It's a pleasure to have you leading the West Virginia Dental Association, and it's a pleasure to have you as a friend of the School of Dentistry. We appreciate your kind remarks. I would next like to welcome Dr. Lauren Godwin, Interim Associate Dean for Clinical Affairs, to get this party started.
Good afternoon. As I reflect on the symbolism of the white coat, I'm struck by how few articles of clothing carry such a universal meaning. Whether you ask a 5-year-old in West Virginia or a 95-year-old on the other side of the world, their perceptions would likely align. Someone wearing a white coat represents healing, expertise in the field, and someone who is there to help. For those who wear it, the white coat invokes pride, passion in their profession, and a growing confidence in their ability to serve others. But I also hope it inspires humility, gratitude, and a deep sense of responsibility. Today is more than just a milestone in your education. It marks the beginning of your commitment to care for the health and well-being of others. This is not a responsibility to be taken lightly. And though this coat is just fabric and stitching, it carries with it a profound duty and responsibility to serve, lead, and improve the lives of others. So while your coats may look spotless and perfectly tailored today, there will be days ahead that are messy. There will be moments when you don't have all the answers. And despite your best efforts, the outcomes fall short of what you've hoped. And in those times, I urge you to remember why you chose this path, so you can refocus, grow, and continue improving for your patients. I'm deeply honored to welcome you as colleagues, and I look forward to seeing how each one of you will transform this simple coat into a powerful symbol of healing, trust, and hope. Thank you, and congratulations again.
Hello. I'm between you and seeing everybody walk across the stage. So, welcome everyone. I want to wish congratulations to both classes of 2027. I have the pleasure of teaching the dental school class, their first semester of the first year, and the dental hygiene students know me all too well. But I want to point out, because I think this is an important note that we've never done before, and I don't think they kind of realize the impact of this. But when Nika was up here talking, and she did a great job intro for me. So dental team used to be the term we heard every time somebody gave a speech, and the importance of a dental team. And what is unique about these two classes right now is they are the first two classes that have had 4 courses that are integrated together, that are collaboratively taught, and they take together. So for those of you that work in dentistry or work out in any kind of healthcare setting or any kind of healthcare setting you have collaboration in, it's great to know each other from this point, so you know what each other knows. And I think it's unique. So I think you guys should give you guys a round of applause. Give yourself a round of applause, your students. To the dental hygiene students, I want you to remember to wear your white coat with pride, because as everybody knows, my favorite line is, we are the only integrated 4-year bachelor's program in the country. There's 343 programs. It's only us. Okay, so wear your white coat with pride, because I can say without any, no fiction at all, you are the only people that have almost a master's degree by the time you leave for the hours you put in. You see twice as many patients as Michigan, North Carolina, Kansas City, all of them. So you have a great experience, and you're highly sought after for that reason. So I expect you all, as you know, to live up to that professionally and ethically. I want you also to note that when you come across the stage and you get your white coat, you're going to find a card, a supportive card written by someone in your pocket. Take some time to read that card. And this leads me to, thanks to Dr. Prine and others, but I'm pointing her out because I know how much she worked on this. We had more coats donated to dental hygiene than when I say more, over twice as many. And so for the people that I know that are out there that donated, I really appreciate it. The students really appreciate it. You should know that there's people that didn't graduate from hygiene, have nothing to do with it, that donated your coats. I say thank you to all those. The support is wonderful. So now that I'm still holding up the thing, assisting me with the ceremony is Miss Ashley Sowards, our junior clinic supervisor, and Miss Caitlin McQueen, our senior clinic supervisor. And Dean, would you take, yes? So yes, my first row, will you please rise? And as they get settled, I would be remiss to tell you, go ahead, you can go. We have a professional photographer here, and I know we're crammed in, so you can't really get to take good pictures, but he will be taking excellent pictures that'll be available to everyone, so don't worry about missing anything. Also, because Leslie's going to go across first, usually it takes 2 or 3 people to realize they can clap when the students, I'm so old, walk across the stage. So feel free to shout out and cheer for your student. All right, we're ready? Leslie Ball. Alexandra Bishop. Hillary Claycomb. Mackenzie Fritz. I totally appreciate the enthusiasm. Yeah. Chelsea Hott. Haley Keith. Avriel Kelly. Sarah Lepowski. Peyton McClure. Lexi Patras. Brooke Piles. Oh, get a picture. Alyssa Rizzo. Kylie Shiflett. Bethany Sims. Jordan Sinclair. Mackenzie Smallwood. Ezrin Swanson. Allison Turnbull. Morgan Wills. Brooke Wood. Now, I'm watching you and not saying anything. I'm sitting here thinking, actually, before the last second goes, I was sitting here thinking that 10 years ago, Miss Sowards was putting on Miss McQueen's coat exactly 10 years ago. And we found a picture of it today. And I was looking over there going, huh. Okay. So, and last but not least, Madison Yoho. Sorry, Madison. I really do love you. But I really was staring at them going, this was 10 years ago. I remember standing here. And let's all give a round of applause to the dental hygiene class of 2027.
Congratulations. I will now ask our team leaders, Dr. Jonathan Abraham, Dr. Laura Graves, and Dr. Rodney Powers, to assist Dr. Godwin in the presentation of the white coats to our Doctor of Dental Surgery class of 2027. Students, the donning of your white coat signifies both your commitment to professionalism and the higher purpose of our calling. This rite, led by the clinical dean and your team leader, marks your formal entry into the clinic and the profession you now embrace. Within the pocket of your coat, you will find a personal note of encouragement from a generous donor or donors who have sponsored your white coat as a symbolism of welcome and support in this great profession. I must make a small personal note here. The school's not broke, and we can pay for white coats. There are just so many people out there that want to give back, and this is such a meaningful way for them to do so, is to say, like, I want to sponsor this person's white coat, and I want to put a note in their pocket that welcomes them into the profession. So it's a wonderful tradition. I feel like we keep talking about donors, but it's just such a wonderful tradition for them to give back and just say welcome. And if you notice that, like, some of them are in my handwriting or Jetta's, a lot of them sent us messages and we wrote them for them. So if you're like, mine looks exactly the same as the one next to me, and it's just, so we just wrote the notes, and that's what the dean was referring to as far as the writing in your coats. So with that, as you step into this new chapter, may you do so with the courage, integrity, and dedication that defines our WVU School of Dentistry and our proud Mountaineer tradition. Now let's welcome the DDS class of 2027 to the stage to be recognized. First to the stage, Hara Al-Kassab. Munira Aldahani. Abdul Malik Al-Sayeg. Dana Al-Yusuf. Ahmad Bakri. Alex Banks. Caroline Cartwright. Adrian Colson. Lakin Cook. Kristen Crowder. Elidad Denishbar. Paige Dixon. Lisa Eller. Fatty Ghoul. Julia Gianni. Caden Hammer. Grant Harmon. Abigail Hayes. Anderson Hill. Sahil Hira. Jonathan Hung. Kara Jalufka. Fatma Al-Zahra Jarki. We're just building anticipation. I want to make sure everybody gets a good photo. Cameron Kimball. Cole Kipps. Benjamin Kurtz. Donald Ludwig. Akansh Mani. Jessica Mancy. Catherine Marks. Taylor Martino. Evan McCrae. Parker Miller. Miriam Muzaffar. Catherine Meyer. Derek No. Haydar Kassem. Nicole Sacco. Cooper Sanders. Charles Simpson. Carissa Spokane. Hannah Stapleton. Daniel Sturgeon. Lauren Wagner. Sorry about that. Joshua Wagner. Ryan Weimer. Aaliyah Williams. Danielle Wydick. Please join in giving a heartfelt congratulations to both the dental and dental hygiene class of 2027. At this time, I would like to welcome to the stage the executive committee of our Student Professionalism and Ethics Association to lead the classes in their oath of professionalism.
Classes of 2027, please rise. I, as a member of the dental profession in the WVU School of Dentistry, pledge to dedicate myself to my patients, my community, and my profession. I will utilize the opportunities and privileges entrusted to me by my mentors, peers, and profession to be of service to patients, to be an outstanding citizen in the community, and to advance the profession. I will bring honor and integrity to the dental profession and support my colleagues. I will promote oral and comprehensive health for my patients. Throughout my career, I will unfailingly abide by the principles of ethics and the professional code of conduct governing the field of dentistry. I will continue to value the efforts that have been made by my faculty, mentors, and fellow classmates to cultivate my professional and personal character as a dental clinician. After I commence from the WVU School of Dentistry, I will continue to impact the lives of my friends, colleagues, and mentors because this profession is better through the strength of many rather than one. I will continue to be a lifelong learner and to hone my skills as a clinician, striving for excellence as a healthcare professional. This white coat will be a symbol of my perseverance for the betterment of oral health, humility for continued growth, and integrity for the dental profession.
You may be seated. Well done. You said it with resonance and collective commitment here. It must be the white coats that pulled it together today. As we're closing in on celebration time, it is only fitting to invite the president of the WVU School of Dentistry Alumni Association, Dr. Michael George, for closing remarks.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Michael George, class of 1984, and current president of the WVU School of Dentistry Alumni Association. I want to also thank you for inviting me here today. It's quite an honor to be here with all of you. And congratulations to all of you and to your families and friends. Standing here today, I'm reminded of the time I was entering the clinical portion of my dental education, not quite understanding that this white jacket was just a uniform, but also a promise to uphold the trust of our patients, to never stop learning, and to care for people with skill, ethics, and compassion. Here at WVU, I remember the pride, the nerves, and the quiet little voice inside of me wondering if I was really ready for what was ahead for me. I was anxious and somewhat unsettled about the unknown future. But I also remember hearing from alumni just like me who stood before us and their uplifting words of encouragement and motivation that lit a fire inside of me to inspire me even more. They made me believe that not only could I succeed in doing this, but that I could make a difference. And I'm here to tell all of you today that you can make a difference. At WVU School of Dentistry, it's much more than just teeth. It's about learning how to change lives. Some days are going to challenge you, and many days are going to inspire you. And all of this will shape you into the dentist you're meant to become. A patient's gratitude, a community's gratitude, as you become leaders in your own community. A beautiful smile that you help to restore and create. All of the moments that fill you with the purpose and the pride of knowing that you have made a difference. That's a privilege that not everyone gets. So I urge you to wear this white coat with pride and with humility and with knowledge. I'm also going to challenge and encourage all of you to remain active as alumni. Just as I was inspired by those alumni over 40 years ago always be here in the years to come for the future dentists and dental hygienists who will continue to be inspired by you. I wish all of you only success as you flourish in this great profession. All the best to you. Thank you and have a wonderful evening.
Thank you, Dr. George. I hope you all realize what a special thing we have here in West Virginia. Like, we have the leaders of the state, we have the leaders of the nation, our alumni association, and then we have the leader of the dental association, the dean of the dental school, a rear admiral in the U.S. Navy. You guys are going to make us proud, and we have such a tight-knit collection with these faculty members, these leaders, and then you all, and we're inspiring you to join us on the stage one day and be those leaders out there in your communities or here. With that, a reminder to give thanks when you see them to Jetta and Martha for tirelessly ironing out not only the coats, but every detail of today's events. They're never in here to receive the thanks, so please, if you see them, whisper a kind word to them. Our dental hygiene student ushers and our sponsors who chose to invest in you. And finally, to Dr. Sheila Price and Dr. Bob Wanker for creating and nurturing this platform to celebrate our students' success that has flourished into such a meaningful tradition. To conclude, we ask that guests remain seated until the recessional is complete. The students will be taking group photos in the pylons before joining you for the reception, so please exit leisurely. Congratulations again, and now it's time to celebrate. I'm going to now ask our faculty and administration to line the steps so they can give you a huge hurrah and a huge congratulations on your way out. Yeah, go ahead. Yep. Mhm. This is a good one. Yeah.